Hi, welcome to this tutorial on how to build the HDDWatch for the people who bought the HDDWatch kit or do-it-yourself watch. So here are the components that you will receive. Let's look at them one by one. So those are double-side tape parts that we will use to glue the disc to the movement and the disc plus movement on the what I call the plate. Then we have the case, top part, and the back of the case. Then you will have a loop. This loop you will receive it like this, but I recommend that you use some wire to do like this, to put it on your head. So just put make some turns on the small part, you bend it, you make a circle, you put this thing here to protect from the sharp part, and then you will be able to put it on your head so that it will stay on your head without you having to pinch your eyes or whatever. Next, so you will receive either, so this is a crown and a stem. You decide if you want to receive it in one piece like this or in two pieces like this. So the crown and the stem. The reason why you can decide if you want to receive in one piece or two pieces is that for the stem to stick to the crown you must use some kind of blocker to prevent it from unscrewing. So you tell me if you want the crown already screwed to the stem with the blocking system or not. Then you have the disc itself and a smaller disc which would fit inside the big one here. Then you have 4 coats to protect the different parts from your finger grease. So you put them on your fingers just like this. I put 4, but you usually just need 2, one for your index and one for your thumb. Then you have the tweezers, the strap, the movement, and the case. Okay. We'll also receive this anti-static one, just one anti-static sticker, plus an anti-static bag. Oops, sorry. An anti-static bag to put the watch inside, and finally you will receive the watch box. Okay, and inside you have, don't know if you can see it, you have a place to put the watch. Okay, so and sorry, I missed this. You will receive 2 sets of hands. Why 2? Because just in case you lose one of the hands or you break it or whatever, it should not be bad, but just in case. So the big hands, of course, is for the minutes, and the small one is for the hours. What did I miss? Nothing. The tweezers will come in with this protection thing like this, so it stays closed with this little plastic ring. You put it, take it off, and it's working. And that's it. Okay, next step soon. So for the first step you will need the double-side tape, then the disc or the dial, and the small disc, plus 2 coats, plus the tweezers. First you put your coats, index, it's like a little condom, just put it, and you put it, okay, just to protect the dial from the marks of your fingers. Then you put the small disc inside, just in the middle of the big disc. Let's try to zoom in. Okay. Okay, and you have the double side tape. So you have those two parts which are half discs plus those blue things which we'll see after later on. Okay, so you just gently peel the double side tape, which should come, okay, if it doesn't come one part, just take it, okay, okay, and you try to put it in the middle of the dial, okay, at this end you can press with your finger, press firmly on the center so that the double side sticks to the small disc inside. Okay, so press firmly. Okay, just turn. Okay, then you take the second part of the double side tape. Okay, gently peel it off from the paper, which is a non-stick paper, so you can easily take it off, and very gently you try to put it like this. Okay, you must not go too far in the middle to leave some hole. Okay, and you can use either the tweezers, either your fingers to press down the double side tape. Okay, good. So now let's put a pause. So we have the dial, just do like this to take it. So you have the dial, the double side tape, you have a central hole, and you see that the side of the double side tape gets into the central hole. Okay, so what we'll have to do is cut with an X-Acto knife to make it a little bigger. Okay, like this, and this part. So on the left part you will just make a small opening like this, and on the right part what we have to do is do something like this. Okay, we'll have to cut this part out. Let me explain you why. Because on the movement here, you see that there is this little piece here, this little hole where you have some gear. If we don't cut this part out, the glue of double side tape might get into this hole here, which will of course stop the movement. So we'll have to cut it out so that the glue of the double side tape doesn't get into this hole. So let me show you. So up. So I have this cutter or X-Acto knife, as you might call it, and so on the white part I just cut like this. On the left part I cut okay, so let's take those two pieces out. So this one, whoops, so you must wait, let me you must take off this little part. Good. Okay, and you just take this little thing out. Okay, so this is on the left part. See, I cut one little piece of the double side tapes to clear off the central hole, and for this part also. Okay, so let's see how it is. Okay, try not to touch. Trying not to touch the dial with your fingers. So on the left part you see that I cleared out the central hole, and on the right part also, but on the right part I made a bigger cut, okay, so that when we will put the movement like this, okay, the movement like this, it will not stick to this part here. Okay, so next step is to peel off the double side tape. Okay, so the way it will work, sorry, before we peel this off, is you see you have two parts where there is no double side tape. Okay, so what will happen is that we will try to put the stem right like so. The way we will now stick the movement to the dial, right, is we will turn the dial upside down, okay, like this, and we'll stick it to the movement, okay. And the way it will work on the other side is that we will try to put a stem where there are no double side tape. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so let me show you how it works. So first we must peel off protection paper of the double side tape. Come on. Okay. You hold it, so you must hold it like this so that the place without double side tape is horizontal, and the place without the big part of the double side tape is on the top. Okay, so now you put a movement like this. Okay, and now you hold it like this. Okay, you turn it upside down, and what's difficult is that you will have to center. So you have here the axis for the ends, okay, and you have the hole for the axis. So you will have to try to center as much as possible. I don't know if you can see it. You will have to center as best as possible the axis with the hole. Best is to put it down, to put the movement down, because like this you just have to hold one part, and eventually with 2 fingers, it's okay if you just touch it a little. You will be able to clean it afterwards, and very gently you try to make it, to put it down. You can move it up or down, left or right. Try to center the axis of the movement like that, and we can check if it's okay if it's not perfectly on the like this. If it's slightly skewed, we can make it better afterwards. Okay, so you check that the axis of the movement is centered in the hole like this. Okay, so if you don't press too much, you can still take it off gently, but it's quite difficult, so try to make it correct on the first try. Okay, once it's done, you just press it gently, not too strong because the disc might break. Okay, just press at the center like this. And okay, let's try to fix this problem here, that we have the stem here which is above the double side tape. Okay, we don't want this. We just, so what we do is we can take the stem out. To take the stem out, you have, let me show you, you have this little it's not a hole, it's like a I don't know what it's called, this here. Let's put it down, you press on it, and you gently take the stem out, and it goes off very gently. Okay, then with a cutter you just cut some part of the double side tape, use your tweezers, and you take the extra part out. Might need to cut a little more. Okay, you see, it's taken off. Okay, so let's put this, we can take it off, and we can put back the stem on a watch. Okay, like this. We put it back, and it's okay. Okay, good. Okay, once as we used the tweezers to take off some part of the double side tape, you might want to clean it, to clean the end of the tweezers with some alcohol or just your fingers. It will be okay. So next step is to put the ends on the movement. So first thing is we will put our hand, which is a small one. The easiest is to put it on like this. Okay, and for example with the flat part of the tweezers, you put it down very gently, not too strong, not too much. Okay, I don't know if you've heard the tuck. You can see on the side, it must not touch completely the dial. Okay, and what you must try to do is you must try to align the hour with the stem. Okay, what we'll do is that we will put the hands at 3 o'clock position, 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock position. So this is where you will decide, well, you will have to decide if you want your watch to be for the left wrist or your right wrist. So if you want it to be for your left wrist, which is the usual way, we will put the minute hand to be at the 3 o'clock position. So we just put it like this. Yep. The minute hand is not very easy to put. So for the left wrist position, this is the way to put the minute hand, so that it's 3 o'clock. And if you want to wear your wrist on your if you want to wear your watch on your left, if you want to wear your watch on your right wrist, then you just put the minute hand all the way up here. Okay, so the way you must do is that the hour hand and a minute hand must make a right angle. Okay, so this is just guess it, not like this, not like this. So I will do this watch for the left wrist, so I'll put it back at the 3 o'clock position. So yeah, so more or less like this. Okay, and still with your flat part of the tweezers, you push it very gently. It must be very gently. Okay, you must not hear a click, so you just try. Okay, so this is cool. So you must really push very gently. Sometimes if you push too hard, the watch will stop. So if this happens, you will have to take the hand. You will have to take off the hands. Okay, and you will also have to check that the two hands are not blocking each other. Okay, there must be some room between the hands when they cross each other like this. Okay, so the hands are in position, the movement is in position, movement is sticked to the back of the dial, and this is the 3 o'clock position. So what you can do now is to clean the dial. You can use what's the best ways to put the hands together, and you clean the dial with some tissue paper. The best is to use tissues for to clean the glasses. Okay. Okay, let's put the hands back at 3 o'clock position. So what I strongly recommend you is to set the watch at the current time. So for example, now it's 25 to 5 French time. So okay, yeah, about it. Then you put the watch back in set position. When you put it back in the set position, just don't hold it like this and push, because as you see, the movement is just holding by double side tape, and if you push or too much, it moves a little. So it's better to put your finger like this and push, and when you want to put it, just hold it like this and you put it. Okay, so that the movement doesn't move too much compared to the dial. So what you should do is, so once the time is set, you just put it, and you should put a glass of water, for example, to prevent the dust from going on the dial, and you wait for let's say 24 hours to see that the movement is running fine and the ends are not stuck. Okay, so in case the movement stops before the 24 hours, it's most probably because of the minute hand being pressed too far down. Okay, so if this happens, what you have to do is you must take off the ends. So the best way, so I will show you how to take the hands off. So you set the ends to be in the same position. Okay, then you take a cutter, you very gently put it down, and you take them off like this. Okay, and let's put it down. So let's continue. I will put my finger coats. So I just took off the ends from the dial, and the thing is, there is some dust which went on the dial, so I will show you how to clean it. I do have this little pump here which I just blow on it. You can also take some microfiber cloth which is used to clean the glasses, and just gently clean the dial. Okay, and I recommend you to use the loop to check that everything is okay. Okay, so let's put back the ends. So we start with the small one, which is the hour end. Oops. Just sorry. Put it center, you very gently. So you can either push it down with this part here, or you may use a pencil. Like this, and you just push it down very gently. No. Okay. Doesn't want. Okay, so you put it back with the hour hand. So it aligns with the stem. So we have to put the minute and at the noon position. Okay, so you must check that it's perpendicular. Okay, and let's try with, I took another pencil, so like this. You just hold the minute hand so that it doesn't move, and you gently press. Very gently. You check that it's still perpendicular. You check that the hands are moving, and it's okay. So now so this is a plate. So let's put this back. Okay, this is a plate. What you first have to do is check that you have enough, the reading arm of the hard drive is positioned correctly. So you just have to move it on the left part of this white thing. So just take it very gently from beneath, and you try to move it up like this. Okay, good. Now you take those two blue double-sided tape. You just take one, you take some scissors, and it's difficult, and you cut just a little piece here. Okay, so let's see, like this. Then you can take either another tweezers, either a very thin toothpick, for example, and we will put this here like this. Okay, and the reason why I cut it in two is that you will have to put it like this. Okay, so this is one. We do the same with the other one. Okay. Okay, so we have the dial and the hands, we have a plate. What we'll have to do now is, I'll just show you, we'll have to move it like this, and we'll have to stick it like this. The most difficult part is that we will have to put this part of the dial under this. Let me show you. You'll have to put it under this piece, okay? Not over, you'll have to put it under. What will be difficult is that you have some double-sided tape here, and you also have double-sided tape here, which we will just take off, peel off the protecting blue thing. Okay, so now this is the most difficult part. You hold the dial like this, you put it like this, okay, you hold the little crown, and now you have to very gently, you must try to put the dial at an angle, not flat like this, at an angle like this, and you have to try to put, yes, like this. Okay, so when it's like that, oops, no, it doesn't work like this. You can take it gently and try again. So the thing you have to do is you have to center the dial on the plate like this. Okay, so not too much high, not too much low, right or left or right, and you have to align the stem of the crown with the hole here. Plus you have to put it down like this. So let's try again. Usually it takes me a few trials to make it right. Okay, okay, and that's correct. So let me show you again. So you see the white part is going above the dial. Okay, the disc is centered more or less. It's okay if it's a few tenth of millimeters left or right. Okay, and once it is done, what you must do is just press very gently on the dial, very gently, because if you press too hard, the dial might break. It's quite thin. Okay, so you press so that the double-sided tape just sticks to the plate. Okay, so let's blow some dust, and you can take, if you want, you can just put the two hands together to free as much space as possible. Okay, so the most difficult part is done. So now next is we will have to put the plate into this. But first we have to take off the stem. So the stem is this. You see you have a little dot here. Let's try to zoom. I don't know if it will work. Whoops. Yeah. So you have one dot here. Okay. You press very gently because if you press too hard, the dial will stick out. So just press very gently and you pull. Sorry. And so you press very gently here and you pull this away. Up. Okay. You put it down. You check that it's not sticking out too much. This is normal. This is normal. This is normal. Okay, but if it sticks out too much, then you might have to press it a little more flat. Okay. Just one note about the stem and the crown. I told you that you have a choice between asking to have the two pieces separate or the pieces already glued. The reason is that I'm using some thread locker, okay, which you might not have. The use of the thread locker, let me put it down here, is that if you don't put some thread locker on a tip here of the stem, then when you screw it, it will probably unscrew very easily. The thread locker prevents the stem from unscrewing. So if you do have something like a thread locker, you can ask me to have the stem and the crown not already put together, or if you don't have this, thank you, you can ask me to do it for you, and I will send you the crown already screwed with the thread locker. So just realized that I made a mistake. Okay, so I put the movement in the case too early. The thing is, you first have to clean the inside of the case with some microfiber tissue for the glasses. Okay, to take all the excess and all the dust that you might have. You can blow inside to take off all the dust, and just before, a few seconds before you put the movement in the case, just clean it as much as possible to take off all the dust. And I strongly recommend you to use the loop to check that there are no dust, because a tiny little dust, it will show. Okay, so it's not very clean, so let me clean it. So you check that there are no dust. When it's done, you put it like this, and you put the stem in. So the stem goes, there's a hole on the side of the movement in the slide I did. Just push. You check if you are in time setting position, then you press again and you are in normal position. Okay, so next step is to close the case, and for this I will need some tools. So the tool I'm using is this tool to close the case of watches. You just do like this, you screw, one, two. Okay. Thing is, you might not have such a tool. So what you can do is use some vice, I think it's called vice clanks, things to press, and you must be careful to not press on the glass, otherwise the glass might break, of course. So you must try to, what you could do is use some piece of wood to spread the press together on the large part here, and press like this, tick and tick. Okay, if you still cannot do it, you can go to watchmaker and you will do it without any problem. So now the how to put the straps. Well, it's quite easy. The straps come already with the thing here. You just turn it. So of course, depending on if the watch is for the left wrist or the right wrist, the long part will go here or here. So this is for the right, so for the left wrist. So the long part goes down like this. You turn. You have the HDDWatch name here. You put one part in this, you push, use a small knife, and that's it. You just check that it's not moving. You take the small part, you check that the it's in the correct position. Put it like this. Knife. Now. And that's it. And so to finish the watch, you have this anti-static bag. You just open it, you put the watch inside, okay, you turn it, you fold like this, you fold this piece, so the long, the opening piece, like that. You take the anti-static sticker and you close it. Okay. Now you take, wait, let me zoom out. Okay, so you take off, you open the box, you put it inside, you close the box, you try to close the box. Ta-da! That's it. So if you managed to do this watch, congratulations, thank you. Thanks a lot for your trust and for your confidence in the HDDWatch. Thanks, bye.